A very good morning to all my children. This is your Pooja ma'am, and today we are having our first maths online class day 1. And the topic for today is numbers and numeration. We all have learned that there are two types of number system. Number system is also known as place value system. So you must be asking me, what is a place value system? Many of you know, but many of you even want to know again. So a place value system is one in which the position of a digit in a number determines its value. There are two types of place value system. So place value system. So there are two types of place value system. One is Hindu Arabic system, which is also known as Indian place value system, and the other is international place value system. So there are two types of place value system. One is Hindu Arabic system of numeration, which is also known as Indian place value system, and the other is international place value system. But today we are only going to study Indian place value system. So why do we have to make this place value chart? What is the need? A place value chart is a way to make sure digits are in the correct place. That's the reason why we make this place value chart. So I have already made the columns here, and it is Indian place value chart. So you have to make Indian place value chart the way I have drawn here, and the columns are very clear. So let's begin with Indian place value chart. Column is made here. The first I will write periods. Then I'll write here places. And next I'll write digits. So this column is your periods column. This is your places column. And this is your digits column. So we'll start with our right side. This is ones column. You may say ones period. Then thousands. Then comes lakhs and crores. So my periods here are ones, thousands, lakhs, crores. Now we'll write the places here. Ones period consists of three places. That is ones, tens, hundreds. Now thousands column consists of two places. So thousands periods consist of two places. That is thousand, ten thousands. Lakhs period consists of two places. That is lakhs and 10 lakhs. And crores period consists of two places. That is crores and 10 crores. So my Indian place value chart is ready. So you have to remember the periods, places. Now if I'm going to write digits here, supposingly 7 crore 86 lakhs 23,240. So my 7 is in the place of crores. My 8 is in the place of 10 lakhs. 6 is in the place of lakhs. 2 is in the place of 10,000. 3 is in the place of thousand. 2 is in the place of hundreds. 4 is in the place of tens, and 0 is in the place of ones. Now, a very important thing, when we are writing number, we separate the periods using commas. So once, this is my ones period, I will separate my ones period and thousands period by putting a comma here. Then I will separate my thousands period and lakhs period by putting a comma here. Again, lakhs and crores period will be separated using a comma here. So placement of commas is very important when you're writing numbers. So I'll write here, while writing a number, we separate the periods using commas. That is very important. So now we will study about the placement of commas. Placement of commas. Remember, commas are from right side after 3 digits first and then after every 2 digits. So we write here, remember, commas are placed from right side after 3 digits first, then after every 2 digits. You have to remember it very well. So now we are going to study how to read and write numbers using Indian place value system. So what we are going to study now? We are going to study how to read and write numbers using Indian place value system. For example 1. Example 1, okay? How are we going to write? Supposing I'm giving you a number. How are we going to write that is 7 crore 86 lakhs 93,215. So how are we going to write? To write this, we first have to write the place value on the top. Ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore, which is very important to write numbers. So you have to keep in mind whenever you're writing numbers, you have to write place values on the top. Then only you can write the numbers. So I'll start with my number, that is 7 crore 86 lakhs 93,215. Yet my answer is not complete because I have not placed the commas. So I have to place commas here as I have explained. This is my ones period, ones, tens and hundred. This is my ones period, so it will be separated by putting a commas. This is my thousands period. So I have to separate my thousands period with lakhs period by putting a comma here. This is my lakhs period which I have to separate from crore. So I have to put a comma here. So this is my answer to write 7 crore 86 lakhs 93,215. Now how are we going to read this? Next question. How are we going to read the same number? So when you're writing the answer, again you have to write the place value on the top. Ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore, 10 crore. You have to have a habit of writing place value all the time, so that whenever you are writing the number names, you will never make a mistake. So I'll write the number here, that is 7 lakh, 7 crore 86 lakhs 93,215, and I'll put my commas. So how I'm going to read it? I'm going to read 7 is in crores place, so it is 7 crore. Now 86 is in lakhs place, so it is 86 lakhs. So how are we going to read this? That is 7 crore 86 lakhs 93,215. So 7 is in crores house, so it will be 7 crore. 86 is in lakhs period, so it is 86 lakhs. And 93 is in thousands, so it is 93,000 and 215. So this is how we are going to read 7 crore 86 lakhs 93,215. Now let us take example 2. Now write the number name names of that is 19 crore 63,108. So how are we going to write it? So we are going to write it can be written as, first what we have to write, we have to give the place values. You have to remember this all the time so that you will never make the mistake. So I'm going to place the numbers. It is 19 crore 63,108. So when I'm writing it, I am not reading the zeros. So how are we going to write the number names here? It is 19 crore 63,108. But remember, we are not reading zeros here. We are not reading the zeros here. Clear? So today what we have studied? We have studied how to write number names. And we have also studied the importance of place value system. Because place value system is done so that we place the numbers correctly. So what I want you students to pay attention towards all the spellings of number names. Many of you don't know the spelling of 15, 11, 12. So please practice those spellings. Even you don't know the spelling of 1000, 100. So you have to learn those spellings as well. And learn tables till 10. Clear, students? So I have also provided a worksheet. Please solve that worksheet also. And you have to do it on your own. Thank you, class.